Okay.
Na also say.
Nyame adom.
Another weekend aba.
Sure.
Ebimu besu, ebimu besere, ebimu benya ka weekend ne kra ma. Ebimu so win saa in the week na no mo pentema ma week na ba. Uti obi say bra kwaku wisdom or Chelsea ni a. Chelsea match in Sunday, Monday. E just say obitima relax Saturday ni Sunday no. Say ne be by time Monday be ba no. Na ogwa kushia Chelsea then anything at all can happen. Which one shiny year, every season every no. Asema this season ya can several times back to back say Man United beat me at the 5th no Akobo Champions League. Aston Villa beat me at the 5th no Akobo Champions League. Tottenham Hotspur beat me at the 5th no Akobo Champions League. Chelsea beat me at the 7th no Akobo Europe no. One shiny year maso. Who say next season Champions League year bon ye di kan be kan wa say ye be Champions League ni from a 32-man team to a 36-man team. So what that means is that 4 different slots are available. And inside 4 different slots, you know, UEFA am 2 slots, two teams, 2 leagues are the highest coefficient, depending on how far their teams go and the number of slots our teams know, number of coefficients our teams know, everything are garnered together throughout this season. European competition question. So in the Conference League, in the Europa League, any Champions League na yebono. League bia ni teams na ebomu no ebe bo mo homodin. No manya most points no. First 2 slots na down no betimenya. It's what ya. Obi say oh, this season one share league ni ya. Instead of regular 4 slots na England or Champions League no. Ebetima ba be 5. Ebetima ko Italy, ebetima ba Germany. All of the top leagues in England, what Europe no can get that. But because of 2 things that cause you in midweek. 1, Liverpool lose to Atlanta against Gasperini team. You know. Any David Moyes, any West Ham United, echo away to buy all for Leverkusen, Alco lose to them also. That 5th slot may go down straight to the wire and make it macho. But before I go to that, Rich, see, for everybody, on Italian football to say a movie, no, they would be surprised by this result. So, go back to my analysis on Thursday morning. Now, may preview Europa League games. No, me do Atlanta Liverpool. I was hit by it. And Mekacho said, "Let us go for goals for our match because so as a Gasperini Atlanta team, no, our Italian Serie A anymore." They are very, very resolute side. And the funny thing is, Omunye team, who's Italian football, a stereotype is just physical and defensive. No, it is a 3 at the back, but very, very high and wide in terms of aggression and winning the ball. And they no normally call Anfield. They had gone to Anfield before and beaten Liverpool. And they repeated Southfit, you know, and 3 goals and answer. In fact, and Atlanta for take your chances, they would have beaten Liverpool by no less than 5 goals. So back to the coefficients, no, and the number of points, all the leagues, no. See, Italy ended that through with 18,428 points. Germany ended second with 16,785 points, and England ended third with 16,750 points. In the Champions League, Richardo, England, Man City, Arsenal, Champions League. Germany, Champions League, Dortmund, Bayern Munich, Champions League. Spain, Barcelona, Real Madrid, any Atletico Madrid, Champions League. Italian Serie A, any Obia as it stands now in the Champions League. It doesn't matter. Cesar League, you know, Nipa, even more in the that if they don't have in the Champions League for don't get more points than those in the Conference League. It doesn't matter. They just have to perform well overall in the European competitions now. It is also Conference League now. Italy for Fiorentina Conference League. You go to the Europa League, there is Roma and there is AC Milan in there. So they also have 3 representation. But Spain you go to the Conference League, there's none from Spain. Germany, by Leverkusen, also in the Europa League, but no representation in the Conference League. England, while they have 2 in the Champions League, have also 2 in the Europa League, and another 1 in the Conference League in Aston Villa. And say Aston Villa, Edika Shomu give no more boy in the Conference League. There is also West Ham United, any Liverpool. So almost need the next return games no. Normal qualify come they get more points in addition to points no more. They will most likely go ahead of Germany or no just Leverkusen, any Bayern, any Dortmund. So many teams go through. So there is a big possibility. Says our 5th place, you know. Abiana England for Nenya, Abiana Spain may usurp the bus stands now. The most likely. So being our 5th place spot, you know, Italy, almost a lot of representation in the Europa League because so what's the Europa League now? AC Milan, any Roma and a boy. They are all Italian teams. So it is certain. So we'll get another Italian team in the Europa League semi-finals. Then in the Conference League also, Fiorentina SL first goal. Possibly they will be in the semi-finals there. And that is how possibly the other 4 slots now will be done. Xavi Alonso. David Moyes, now maybe share game no. What made me so excited about that game no? Just 2 things. Xavi has shown Obia say who go against team to say West Ham. Now so see you sit back and make it literally impossible for you to play through them. What you have to do once you push men forward, what you have to do is you have to be aggressive enough to make sure that your counter press is crisp and almost perfect. And that's exactly what Xavi Alonso and the boys here. At the Bay of Arena, they had the fans vociferously. So almost 2 among them, no pushing them to go and get a job done. But essentially, once they were doing their job, their plan was simple. Let us be good and aggressive enough. So West Ham for the 10 ball over. We will have the men win the ball very high and wide and create chances. Now can we intro anymore. Whilst this is another reason why England for your fit way, no. Xavi Alonso and the Bayer Leverkusen team no, are most likely going to win their first ever German Bundesliga title. Oma runners up 5 times. 5 times over the second. 5 times. But only me we need that. In the Champions League, me say okay, it's our time we are. And I want to quiz you small with T4. In about a decade ago, your boss our Champions League final way. Now by 044 Ejinamu. And a lot of people believe that the greatest ever Champions League goal was scored on this day. The best Champions League goal was scored on this day. Why? It was by 0-4 versus the Real Madrid. I think it was the 4th or 5th Real Madrid title in the Champions League. And it was a Zinedine Zidane half volley. A lot of planets, I believe, say that was the best Champions League goal in the final. And now, Zinedine Zidane half volley, no boy, pam. And man, 2-1. Real Madrid for AJSR trophy. This is it. This is the goal. This is the goal. Say, Abia, you were around 1995, 1996. I tell now you crack. Yeah, you know. Yeah, the video number. This is probably one of the best Champions League goals ever. Radio, so I'm a little bit sorry for you. You will be appreciating it more if you've
oh, sorry, the
yeah.
Go there for
brilliant goal for Zinedine Zidane. And Sagowi, Oshetia team my friend by 0-4. And that was their final in a European competition. Omo Intini Anje buy a phone share. Now, me will credit 50 series at the chair. You see, from the time I reach, maybe some question I'm no. In 30 seconds, I expect an answer. Because we beat Go. Match we you're born in stadium bang. Just in 30 seconds, and the best my. So that's exactly what happened. Real Madrid for Kokoji. So Xavi Alonso in the team, no, they have a huge opportunity, Richardo, to make history in the German Bundesliga. In the Bundesliga, there is a Europa League also to win. There is the DFB Pokal also to win. And mind you, in the German Bundesliga history, no, since about 2013, team Bia or the Bayern acquired to red Biano ain't me winning. They lack that character that will take them to the next level in terms of annexing that trophy. You know? And I think while we give a lot of credit to Xavi Alonso for the job he has done on the field, there is a lot more in terms of the mental and the psychological side of the game. And so you can tell vividly, say, idea or impacted to the players, no, and you can tell from what they do. The answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. Xavi Alonso said 42 games unbeaten, and the boys no echo, and they are just one game away from winning the German Bundesliga. No, I say it is a great honor for me to be part of the development here. That is when he stayed. Iti idea omunya bomb last game this weekend. I say no ombe win you wana.
Omu game say hochina. And Bayern mum near body.
This weekend,
okay.
They are just going to make sure say
which are likely on Mesha.
Yeah, they'll win
the Bundesliga.
Yeah, they'll win the German Bundesliga, no, and everything is going to be fine for them. So we hope everything will go. Bayern they say, I'm gonna give you up. Your answers be.
Oh, baby. And the first me heard the first answer Bayern, no. The first answer Bayern free leukemia, a FIFA, Rivadal. I'll say Yabono Madrid.
You know, correct.
And Mohamed Diaw. I say Yabono Wembley.
You know, correct.
Young J Max Istanbul.
You know, correct.
Nana Kofi Network Wembley.
You know, correct.
Bra Zenta. I say Wembley.
No.
Sorry. Nyakutieku ose San Siro.
No.
Mosi Doho. Ana Doho. Okay. Wembley.
No.
The Joy Banks Wembley.
No.
Amo Set Asari Wembley.
No.
Mano Jamie Dems Obechichi Mosi. This was the game Ike Casillas was introduced to the world.
Yeah.
Okay. Sam Elijah San Siro.
It will be as Wembley in San Siro. I said Wembley need them, but Wembley. Anything we see can hold on. Thank you very much.
Okay. Shadrach Obi was Glasgow.
Yeah, born in Glasgow, but stadium there. I know crowd in the answer about too late. Means me first can one.
Okay. On only the crowd there, bet ya. There's a over so much say. Okogo yana.
Or you up.
Sir.
I'm for the shade of the Benizka. Yeah, true.
I mean, you know, Jamin Koba on your Babacha. Quite a school park.
Because real production, I think the first thing about me, Bisa Andy said, Nature among Bisa question was shown as a real production now. Andy in just about 10 seconds on my answer.
Okay.
Until I'm about 30 seconds on the show, say, what bit me channel. Thank you, Mark Cash. Until it's kind of never command the back. Now, I'm fashioning about to know.
I ain't oh, baby, answers necessary free banana, a bro. 30 seconds. Those who are chatty about
Hamden Park.
Hamden.
Yeah. Oh, Glasgow, Scotland. Oh, which in the Italian Serie A, the International Milan elbow against Cagliari, but they need a couple of more points and San Obitima Casomaji Italian Serie A title, no, Ezio Monaso, a very, very important weekend in the Italian Serie A because Ushe Bebia Inter Eda almost can't wait to go and play against against Cagliari, and they need to make sure someone win. They go 3 more points extra. I was sure. With 85 points, Milan, I was 68, Juve, I was 62. Now, what is it for Italy? Italy for say Juve for number Pamo Allegri be at the end of the season. Now, I'm going to Thiago Motta, I'm a former player. If you Bologna, I'm coach. And then now, Massimiliano Allegri has responded to those claims. Now, I say his only focus is that from now to the end of the season, he will get Juventus to places of playing in Europe, especially in the Champions League, and then opening the focus. I particularly don't know. From a lot of the accounts, I maybe follow one here, very, very good Italian football connoisseurs. No? They believe as a Juve for 100% will build a new way of play of what she said, Bologna, way number born under Thiago Motta. Or a very, very pragmatic, any progressive as well at the same time, and a very balanced side. A lot of progression, a lot of time on the ball, and also a lot of breakdown of difficult teams. Our Italian Serie A, I don't know. At the end of the season, I say, sir, room on it since he holds water or not, but it stands now into our big game against Cagliari. We expect them to on the share of against Tima, your friend Cagliari, Very, very important game. Mind you, Atlanta big one next week against team and friend Liverpool, Bergamo, the Jewel Stadium. So they'll be a little bit careful against team and friend Verona. But of course, goals, then Milan Echo away to Sassuolo. It's a game. You should have a lot of goals in there for team and friend Milan. Which Marca Simeone Inzaghi wants them, and I think that he deserves all the credits that he can get. For me, respect to be Alabama coach, Simeone Inzaghi has to be. With Simeone Inzaghi, it's the fact that the team never free Champions League, and they are mistake, especially with the players. It starts from Lautaro Martinez. I think they could have done more against Atletico de Madrid, and now in Confona begins to say, Fifi now hype Inter too much. How when they're able to eliminate Atletico de Madrid, sometimes the game gets ahead of you and ultimately control your man. But that was a chance for them to go to the semi-final of the Champions League for 2 seasons in a row. It was a very, very interesting weekend in the Spanish La Liga. Very, very interesting weekend. And first one at 12 p.m. Saturday, April 13th. Barca, Atletico de Madrid, air train team and friend is Girona LFA. Now, see, if you are listening to me, go back and watch the last few times Atletico and Girona. Girona are very stubborn on the Spanish La Liga. They are third ahead of Atletico de Madrid. Atletico for 58 points, Girona 65 points on them. It means 7 more points than Atletico de Madrid, 2 points away from Barcelona, and of course 10 points away from team and friend Real Madrid. Most importantly, what Girona would love to do is they would want to at least qualify for the Europa League in terms of almost season every almost stand on them, and a very good opportunity for them to go away to team and friend Atletico de Madrid and go and play. Atletico will have one eye on the Signal Iduna Park because a very, very important game for them. Say almost go away to go and play against Dortmund. Almost go in San Diego Simeone 5-3 system. No, one of the things I've realized is say, even against the most stubborn oppositions, Simeone Inzaghi teams in the ball against them, they do very well in managing games. No? Say, Obabe send 2-3 on answer, then you go away. Very difficult. Again, say, Washa, this season, one of the brilliant jobs that Simeone Inzaghi in terms of changing they say they have been able to score more goals than as compared to last seasons, and goals no other from different attackers. Memphis Depay, Bemo Babeshe goals, Morata, Eshen goals, Simone, Griezmann, Eshe goals. All of these players get the goals in there from Atletico de Madrid. So you are playing against team and friend Girona. I'm expecting say it's going to be a double chance starting at 12 p.m. for Atletico de Madrid on a big game against Girona. Real Madrid a big game also playing against Mallorca. But before that, there is a Barcelona game in the evening. See, Rich, Barcelona versus Cadiz no any match. If you watch all the games, all the teams are Barca power in the Spanish La Liga is Cadiz. Yes, they are going away. Yes, a very important game against Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League. But they will take their foot off the pedal because they know that traditionally, Cadiz is a team. They do very well in beating Cadiz. And I'm expecting that Barca will go away to Cadiz and then beat Tima, your friend Cadiz, Spanish La Liga. And then Real Madrid against Mallorca away. I still expect, regardless, what is it? Carlo Ancelotti can say one year. Eder Militao may return for the City game, but I don't expect him to play Eder Militao. I don't expect so. I expect to say he will be Nacho this time with Rudiger, and then try and rest into bit say Joselu Benyebiabo. One year Dani Ceballos will also come in and play some of the games because we want to rest Jude Bellingham more. You want to rest Vinicius Junior more, and then focus on that all important game because what the Etihad. A very, very important game because, mind you, Madrid always finds it hard to beat team and friend Manchester City at the Etihad. But still, even though some Madrid for the rest players now, I think they have enough firepower. So make our way to Mallorca and then get that all important win that they're expecting to get and then open up the La Liga. Even with that, Say Madrid even a draw away at Mallorca is going to be fairly a good point for them since on person will focus in the Champions League now. Of course, they are going to go up by a point and open up for its more point between any team and your friend Barcelona. It's not Who is Spain for that sign your money anyway?
Saturday.
Champions League for Ninya born Saturday in 10. Barca quite a late game. 7 p.m.
So I na Barcelona obobo da be. So Barca be Tuesday ana.
No, me ka say champ. I say ni so mo teams no.
Abo Saturday no.
Abo di nya Saturday no.
Okay.
Nti mo boy nya Saturday then a Sunday, Monday to rest. Then go and play on Tuesday and then on Wednesday, which I think is a good and smart thing from the Spanish Federation or Atletico de Madrid, of course, Griezmann.